Peoples of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all. I am the master, and you will obey me. And yes, it is another glorious week of me just talking about me all day long with my servant, the Soda Man.
I ain't
How
no
are you
one's
doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I ain't no one's servant. I'm here
Unless
willingly.
it's me, of course.
I'm here willingly.
Sure you are. The illusion of free will is very tantalizing.
I'm also easily available.
Eh. Yeah. What do you mean available? You come when I say. When I tell you to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, servant, do you know what we're going to be talking about today?
Well, I know it's about you. That's about it.
Very fine answer, but wrong. I thought by this point you already had a grasp on how this show works.
Well,
The birthday section.
oh, well, no shit.
Fallen straight into my trap. And now, of course, we are going from the 12th of March all the way to the 18th. However, we are here to correct an error from last week. Now, of course, I never make errors.
I was going to
because I'm the
say, I
master.
thought the master didn't make errors.
Yeah. So someone else must be responsible. Maybe it's you. I don't know. But we forgot to talk about Vili Chabalala from the 9th of March last week. She played the character of Rosita Ferrisi in The Next Doctor. So technically a companion. A pseudo-companion, if anything. Now on to the actual people from this week. We have on the 12th of March, Leslie Manville, who of course played the character of, rather not really the character, but portrayed the real life person, Heather Hartnell, the wife of William Hartnell in An Adventure in Space and Time. Obviously, it's the original Doctor's wife, so naturally you got to put her on the list. And next up, we have on the 12th as well, we have Mr. Simon C. Holden. Here's the picture right here. He's a visual effects artist, a 2D artist on many of the modern series episodes, from Rose basically all the way up to the Silence in the Library and Forest of the Dead.
That's
So,
a
pretty significant run there. On the 14th of March, a lot of behind the scenes people this year. Apparently, we have Mr. Where was he? Kerry Blayton. Sorry, I apologize for that. He primarily did incidental music for some of the 70s era episodes, primarily Doctor Who and the Silurians, Revenge of the Cybermen, Death to the Daleks, and Doctor Who and the Silurians again. For some reason, they mentioned it twice. I don't know why. But the next person we have to talk about on the 15th is Mr. Sean Biggerstaff. Do you recognize him? Do you know where he's famous from?
The name definitely sounds familiar, but I'm blanking on where. I know it's an earlier season.
An earlier season of what?
Of New Who, isn't it?
I never said he was a New Who.
That's not Adric, is it?
No. It'd be way too old for that.
Then no.
Let me make it easier for you. Try to imagine him in red uniform, flying on a broom stick.
Oh, freaking Woods.
Yep.
Oliver Wood.
Wood.
Yeah.
Oliver Wood.
Oliver Wood.
Woods is a completely different athlete, which we're not talking about on this show.
Yeah.
But he did a bunch of parts for Big Finish, a lot of stuff, but primarily he's basically the companion of Jenny, the Doctor's daughter, the companion, a character called Noah, who we still do not know much about because he's a very mysterious, ambiguous character. And we're still kind of waiting on another box set of Jenny the Doctor's Daughter to hopefully find out more about his origins and where he came from. But also on the 15th, we have Mr. Tony Osoba. And for some reason, his name was just on my mind a lot because we talked a lot about characters he played in the previous month. He mainly he played one of the leaders of the Movellans in Destiny of the Daleks. He played a character in Dragonfire and played a character in Kill the Moon. So pretty interesting resume there, from the 4th Doctor, the 7th Doctor, all the way to the 12th. So I just felt like that was a bit interesting. Also on the 15th, we have Mr. Mervyn Haseman. Mervyn. Yeah. He was a writer of The Abominable Snowmen, The Web of Fear, and The Dominators, which of course featured one of my favorite all-time robots from Doctor Who, the Quarks. But him writing The Abominable Snowmen and The Web of Fear not only makes him the original creator of the Yeti, but he's also credited as the original creator of the Brigadier.
Ah, yes, I do remember that from last year.
Yep. So, respect to this guy. And speaking of people who are deserving of our respect, other than, of course, me, on the 16th, we have Mr. Legendary himself, John Leeson. The man played many voices on Doctor Who on both the TV show and Big Finish. But to ease your confused expression from a few minutes ago, he is and always has been, always will be, the voice of K9.
Okay, then.
I was expecting a bigger reaction from you.
Well, you got an exhale. How's about that?
Okay, fine. And we move from this legendary person to, on the 16th, some guy named Campbell Singer. Yeah, very funny picture. But yeah, so he basically played 3 completely different characters in the Celestial Toymaker. Because if you watch the episode, you understand the concept of the episode. You know why. But
is this one based off of the king off of a deck of cards?
Yes.
Okay.
This picture specifically, yes.
Yeah.
Well, what gave it away? The mustache.
Well, the look.
Yeah. Now, obviously, the Celestial Toymaker's suddenly become very, very popular, very, very relevant all of a sudden. So I figured I'd mention it here. And on the 17th, we have Mr. Sam Watts. He's another incidental music guy. He did a lot of the music for the Sarah Jane Adventures. As a matter of fact, I think pretty much every episode of the Sarah Jane Adventures, including the 2020 webcast Farewell Sarah Jane Smith, which essentially dealt with Sarah Jane's death 10 years after the actress. So interesting that's how he got to give her the proper send off. Also on the 17th, Miss Jane Tranter. Sorry, my bad. She's a producer. She's an executive producer. Started with Torchwood, specifically on that one season we do not talk about, but then she, of course, she also was heavily involved in many of the episodes from the current Doctor Who, starting, of course, with the Star Beast and all the way up to the upcoming season with Ncuti Gatwa, which many of the episodes we do not know the name of. So thank you for still contributing there. And finally, on the 18th, we have Miss Sophia Miles. I mean, the picture pretty much gives it away. She played Madame de Pompadour in The Girl in the Fireplace. She also appeared as a random character on one of the 4th Doctor box sets on Big Finish. But, I mean, it's really just her as Renette. And, of course, playing alongside her then boyfriend at the time, David Tennant.
Yeah.
Yep. So for the wonderful long list of people we had today, thank you all. We quite literally could not do this without you, especially this guy.
Yeah.
But speaking of people we couldn't do this without, I mean, the whole show wouldn't work at all if it wasn't me, if we didn't have me in it, the master, and we're gonna talk about some of the things that make up the master. The reason why all these different me's and their all different faces were even put on television in the first place is because they had startling careers on various different forms of acting, and we are going to cover that today. So naturally, Mr. Soda, where do you think we're going to start with?
Probably at the top with Delgado. Or no, not Delgado. Duh.
Did you say Delgado? Did you just get one of my names wrong?
I'm sorry. He's the only one of the classic masters whose name I legit remember from as to what they are. I'm sorry. Oh, Arthur Ainsley. Sorry.
Ainley.
Yeah.
It appears as though I failed in your upbringing. I'll have to amend that. But I mean, of course, we already talked about Delgado. We are going to talk about another glorious me, one that always dresses for the occasion. Eric Roberts.
We're starting at the top, okay?
Obvious. Where else would you start? You wanted me to go wibbly wobbly like the Doctor does?
I thought we were going to talk about some of the other ones first. Okay.
All right. Of course, we got to start off with the best, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so Robert's career began with a leading role in King of the Gypsies in 1978, for which he received his first Golden Globe Award nomination. He was nominated again at the Golden Globes for his acclaimed role in Star 80 in 1983. His performance in Runaway Train in 1985 earned him a third Golden Globe nod and a nomination for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Notable films he has appeared in include Paul's Case in 1980, Raggedy Man in 1981, The Pope of Greenwich Village in 1984, The Coca-Cola Kid 1985, Nobody's Fool 1986, Best of the Best in 89, By the Sword in 91, Final Analysis in 92, Best of the Best 2 in 93, The Specialist in 94, The Cable Guy in 1995, The Immortals also in 1995, La Cucaracha in 1998, sorry. La Cucaracha. Purgatory in 1999, Cecil B. Demented in 2000, National Security in 2003, A Guide to Recognizing Your Saints in 2006, The Dark Knight in 2008, The Expendables in 2010, Lovelace in 2013, Inherent Vice in 2014, The Human Centipede 3 in 2015, and Babylon in 2022. His varied television work includes being the only non-UK actor to play the Master in the 1996 Doctor Who television film, a main role on a sitcom on the sitcom Less Than Perfect in 2002 and 2005, as well as recurring roles on the NBC drama Heroes from 2007 to 2010, the CBS soap opera The Young and the Restless in 2010 and 2011, the legal drama Suits from 2014 to 2019, and the HBO series The Righteous Gemstones. He has also appeared in a music video for Smack That by Akon and Eminem in 2007, and in the Gambit fan film Play for Keeps in 2020. In 2019, 23 years after initially playing the role, he reprised his version of the Master, working for Big Finish Studios, Big Finish Productions. He made his debut in Series 5 of the spin-off series The Diary of River Song, Later that year, he appeared in the finale of the Eighth Doctor storyline Ravenous, once more working opposite Paul McGann. In January 2021, he reprised the role of the Master in Masterful, a special audio drama release celebrating the 50th anniversary of the debut of the character. Me, that is. In March 2021, he appeared in his own spin-off series, Master! Which has had two more releases in October 2022 and more recently in February 2024. What have you to say about this actor?
Okay, well, I got a few things because he's clearly the only one I know a lot about. He is a prolific actor over here. Basically, he will not turn down a paycheck for the most part. Because, like you said, he was in Human Centipede 3, and he was in The Dark Knight, and he's an Academy Award-nominated actor. But no, to go hop onto your point about him being the only non-British actor to play the Master, he's also the only Oscar-nominated actor to play the Master, and the only actor to play a villain in both the Batman and Doctor Who franchises. Villain.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Michael Gough. No, sorry, my bad. Michael Gough's not a villain.
He's Alfred, so yeah. Yep. That's basically what I got to say about him. Oh, yeah, and of course, he's got a very famous sister and daughter. His sister is Julia Roberts, and his daughter is Emma Roberts. So, famous family right there. Yeah, no, he's like I said, he's definitely very prolific over here. He's one of those actors that everyone. Oh, I know who that is. I've seen him in something.
Yeah, he's got a very recognizable face.
Oh, one very recognizable face. Yeah, because he's just done a lot of stuff, both good and bad.
Have you seen the Gambit fan film, by the way?
No, I actually didn't even know that existed.
Really? I was kind of hoping you did because it was pretty big back in the day.
When did it come out?
2020.
No, I don't remember.
It's good.
Okay.
It's not a masterpiece by any stretch, but it's good.
Some of those are really, really good.
Yeah.
I saw a Night one about 10 years ago, 15 years ago, something like that. It was really good.
Cool. So, having spoken about him, let's move on to some of the other me's that you may not have seen, but probably heard. Now, I'm sure I don't have to explain to you who Mark Gatiss is, right?
No, most definitely not.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing a Doctor Who show, you kind of know already who Mark Gatiss is.
Yeah, and not just from Doctor Who. He's also Mycroft and Sherlock.
Yep.
Like he's definitely, and he's very well known amongst the nerd community. So
yeah. So of course he played a version of me in an alternate universe on a couple of occasions on Big Finish. But I said, what the hell? Let's put him on the list as well. Let's include him here because we always like to be inclusive. Okay, so he is best known for his work in television, acting and co-creating shows with Stephen Moffat. He has received several awards, including a BAFTA TV award, a Primetime Award, an Emmy Award, and a Peabody Award, as well as nominations for 2 Laurence Olivier Awards. He co-created, wrote, and acted in BBC comedy series The League of Gentlemen from 1999 to 2002. He co-created and portrayed Mycroft Holmes in the BBC series Sherlock from 2010 to 2017, and Frank Renfield in the BBC/Netflix miniseries Dracula in 2020. Side note: he also plays Dracula on Big Finish and a variety of different side stuff. Just wanted to put that out there. Where was I? Oh yeah. So he also wrote several episodes of Doctor Who during Moffat's tenure as showrunner. He also played several characters on Doctor Who as well, most notably the Brigadier's father in Capaldi's final episode. His other TV roles include Game of Thrones from 2014 to 2017, Wolf Hall in 2015, and Coalition also in 2015. He has acted in films such as Victor Frankenstein in 2015, Denial in 2016, Christopher Robin in 2018, The Favorite, also 2018, The Father 2020, Operation Mincemeat in 2021, and Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning in 2023. On stage, Gatiss played, help me out here, Soda, Menenius in the revival of William Shakespeare's Coriolanus?
That is a Shakespeare work I'm not familiar with.
Okay. I was really relying on you when I wrote this part of the notes. Okay, so that was in 2013, for which he earned a Laurence Olivier Award for Best Actor in a Supporting Role nomination. He took on the role of King George III in a revival of the Ellen Bennett's play The Madness of George III in 2018. He portrayed Sir John Gielgud in the Jack Thorne play The Motive and the Cue in 2023, for which he was nominated for the Laurence Olivier Award for Best Actor. His other theater roles include in The Recurring Officer 2012, The Vote 2015, and A Christmas Carol, A Ghost Story in 2021. Anything to add?
Okay, so yeah, I just on his IMDb page. Take a drink if you'd like to take a moment here.
I did.
Okay, no, so I found this, and this you're going to find this interesting. So in 1997, along with his fellow League of Gentlemen, he won the Perrier Award at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, which is a famous comedy festival over in Europe. They became the first sketch group to win since the awards began in 1981. The first sketch group to win, originally, was the Cambridge Footlights, another famous group, which featured, and tell me if you recognize any of these names, Stephen Fry, Hugh Laurie, Tony Slattery, Emma Thompson, Paul Dweller, and Paul Shearer. That's a fucking who's who of British comedy.
Not so sure about the last two, but yeah, the other three totally.
Yeah, and Tony Slattery. Let's see if I do not recognize him, unfortunately.
Yeah, when you said Slattery, I thought I recognized it, but no, I was thinking of Trevor Slattery. That's the Ben Kingsley character from the MCU.
Yeah, me too, but no, yeah, but still, yeah, that's quite a fucking who's who. Like, if you're ever, and this is telling you, if you ever want to do a deep dive, look up the Cambridge Footlights, and you'll see like some like icons of British comedy come out of it.
Okay, cool. Now,
Pythons, for example.
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
Good idea.
Now, have you seen the Christopher Robin movie that he did?
Yes, I have. I've only saw it once in theaters, and I actually enjoyed it.
Me too. I mean, it's slightly disappointing, but not bad.
Yeah. It was enjoyable. Not really memorable. I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember some of it, yeah. But I mean, yeah. Hey, Ewan McGregor is Christopher Robin now. Quick side note: do you remember who voiced Rabbit in that movie?
I don't, but I do know someone we know. Well, not we know, but you know what I mean.
Peter Capaldi.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It was Capaldi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that?
What?
No, that was after his tour on Who, or was that before?
Oh yeah, I mean, that's 2018. That's Jodie Whittaker's run.
Was it 2018 the movie came out? I thought it was a lot longer than that. Holy crap!
Yeah. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. And by the way, did you see Victor Frankenstein, the movie?
No, I never. That's the one with Radcliffe, right?
Yeah, Radcliffe and McAvoy.
I started it, but I never finished it.
Why?
I got bored.
I can see that. I mean, it's not bad, but I mean, it's
not
good.
My favorite Max Landis film.
Yeah. Granted, it kind of feels more like an Igor origin story than a Frankenstein story, but whatever. Anywho, next up we have another me, Alex McQueen, Very famous for this iconic line.
You tried to kill me with biscuits.
No response? Oh, you're muted, that's why.
Yeah, I'm muted. Okay, nice to know to put a face to the thing.
Yeah. I mean, you could have just looked at the cover art for the thing when we did the...
True. But I was listening to it, so what can I say?
All right, fine. So, Alex McQueen. He played Keith Green in 75 episodes of Holby City between May 2005 and July 2010. He appeared in, get this, he appeared in The Thick of It in 2005 and 2009.
Nice.
And in the film In the Loop in 2009 as different characters. Yeah. Capaldi's name just keeps coming up over here.
Totally. Well, Capaldi's a very prominent British actor.
Well, yeah. Earlier when you said that Eric Roberts is the only Academy Award nominee to play the Master, Capaldi's basically the only Academy Award winner to play the Doctor.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Which I found amazing that he won an Oscar way back then.
Way back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna bring that fact up, but decided not to. But then I realized how much Capaldi's name is going to come up in today's episode. So in I skipped a bit. He also acted in the comic relief special of Mr. Bean in 2007 as a vicar. He appeared in E4's comedy The In-Betweeners from 2008 to 2010. In 2010, he appeared in 2 episodes of BBC's Outnumbered. He appeared in the Comedy Central BBC collaboration Cod Madoon, and The Flaming Sword of Fire. That is the full title, by the way. Cod Madoon and The Flaming Sword of Fire.
Definitely.
In 2009, alongside Matt Lucas, by the way. Another Capaldi favorite. He starred in The Hide, which premiered on Film 4 in February 2009. He won the award for Best Actor at the Marbella Film Festival in 2009 for this role. He acted in a series of videos on YouTube as Clive Rudlow, a character who claims to be the world's #1 DJ. In late 2009, he starred in several episodes of the News at Bedtime on BBC 4 and a variety of supporting roles. In 2010, he appeared in Woody Allen's You Will Meet a Tall, Dark Stranger. That year, he also had a small role in the comedy film Four Lions. In 2011, he was in the national anthem, an episode of the anthology series Black Mirror. In 2012, he appeared in a Doctor Who spin-off Unit Dominion alongside Sylvester McCoy, published by Big Finish Productions, in a role described as the Other Doctor, who is revealed to be the Doctor's long-term adversary, the Master. The storyline establishes that McQueen's Master is intended to be from a point between the Masters portrayed by Eric Roberts and Derek Jacobi. Somewhere in that gray area right there. He reprised this role in 2014 for the Dark Eye series alongside Paul McGann, and again in 2016 alongside Jeffrey Beavers, who had played an earlier incarnation of the Master in The Two Masters. In 2021, he returned to the role of the Master, for Masterful, a story published to celebrate the Master's 50th anniversary. He also had a lead role in Julia Davis's Black period comedy Hunderby. He appeared in the 2015 BBC series Pompidou, starring alongside Matt Lucas again. He appeared in the 6-part ITV comedy The Delivery Man in 2015. Also in 2015, he played the role in he played the royal crier in Cinderella. In 2016, he acted opposite Sir Michael Caine in the film Youth and appeared in Series 3 of Peaky Blinders. In 2019, he appeared in Horrible Histories, the movie Rotten Romans, and in 2018. Sorry. And in 2018, he starred in Becoming Elizabeth. In 2023, he starred in the Apple TV series Hijack alongside Idris Elba and Neil Maskell.
Well, unfortunately, there's not really much for him on IMDb. This is the only bit of trivia. Although he's only 11, he basically the only bit of trivia says that he's only 11 years older than the actor who played his kid in the In-Betweeners series. That's the only thing that's on IMDb about him.
Yeah, well, actors be actors.
Yeah.
But of course, I mean, he's mostly remembered for this line.
You tried to kill me with biscuits.
Yeah.
And from him, we move on to what is probably the most forgettable master of all time, the Lumiat, played by Gina McKee. I was so excited when I read about her role and her performance. Just not to say anything about the actress, it's just the way the character was written. That's all I'm gonna say.
How do you spell her name?
Gina McKee. GINA MCKEE.
Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, gotcha. Notting Hill. Gotcha.
Okay, so she began her career in television with several background roles, including a part in the Lenny Henry Show. She made her film debut in 1988 when she had a small role in the Lair of the White Worm. In 1996, she played Mary in the BBC drama Our Friends in the North, a role which she won 3 Best Actress Awards in 1997, the British Academy Television Award, the Royal Television Society Award, and the Broadcasting Press Guild Award. That's a mouthful. And earned subsequent nominations for The Lost Prince in 2003 and The Street in 2007. She also starred on television in the Forsyte Saga in 2002 and The Borgias in 2011. Her film appearances include Notting Hill in 1999, Phantom Thread in 2017, and My Policeman in 2022. Her theater credits include Harold Pinter's The Lover and the Collection at the Comedy Theatre in London. In 2008, she appeared in the BBC drama Fiona's Story and a West End revival of Chekhov's Ivanov. In 2010, she appeared in the Donmar Warehouse revival of King Lear, starring alongside Derek Jacobi, another master. She received an Olivier Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress for her performance. She played the mother of a deaf teenager in the BBC TV's thriller The Silence. And in 2018, she appeared in the highly successful BBC Netflix drama series Bodyguard. And by the way, I'm just now noticing, I apologize, but that was how I literally copy and pasted it off Wikipedia. That was wrong. Hearing impaired, not the other word that I just mentioned. Did you find anything interesting about her?
I mean, she's only got 4 things on IMDb. This is probably the most interesting one. She has an honorary degree from Sunderland University. Like, I mean, other than that, she was honored to be asked to narrate the documentary series Premier Passions, as she supported Sunderland AFC, the team followed in the show all her life. She grew up in Peterlee, County Durham, and one of the few performers to have appeared in both Inspector Morse and its spin-off series Inspector Lewis. That's it. None really.
Yeah, well, I guess there's a reason why they didn't bring her character back.
That's got nothing to do with it, but okay.
Yeah, I was trying to be the master for a second. Anyway, so now we move on to easily the most controversial figure to ever play me, James Dreyfus. And when I say controversial, I mean it's kind of for a minor thing, but we'll get to it. So, in 1998, he won the Best Supporting Performance in a Musical Olivier Award for his work in The Lady in the Dark at the National Theatre. Man, that award's name is a mouthful.
Yeah.
In the same year, he was nominated for the Ian Charleson Award for a performance as Cassius in Shakespeare's Julius Caesar at the Birmingham Rep. His first television break came with the BBC comedy series Absolutely Fabulous, followed by roles in the sitcom The Thin Blue Line in Gimme Gimme Gimme. He played opposite Bette Midler in the short-lived American sitcom Bet. He appeared in the BBC One comedy My Hero. After disappointing ratings, the show was cancelled. He also starred in the 2004 comedy film Churchill: The Hollywood Years. From 2012 to 2017, he appeared in the Sky Living series Mount Pleasant. In 2017, he voiced an incarnation of the Master from Doctor Who in the Big Finish Productions release, the first Doctor Adventures Volume 1, alongside David Bradley as the Doctor, of course. Going on to appear as the character in the 2019's The Home Guard, 2020's The Psychic Circus, and 2022's Blood of the Time Lord. In an interview on Spectator TV, he claimed he was dismissed from the role following comments made on Twitter in support of author J.K. Rowling. Following this, his image was removed from any subsequent promotional material featuring the Master on Big Finish. Like I said, when I said controversial,
it's one of those dumb ones. On IMDb, really, you already talked about the Olivier Award. He left the hit show Gimme 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 to do Bet, to move to the United States to do Bet. But this is the only other thing. His nickname is Jimmy Dry Rub to his closest friends.
Okay, cool. And on that bombshell, we're going to end off with the least interesting out of all of these. It's weird that I say that about one of the me's, but Milo Parker, of course, played a younger version of the Master in Masterful, if you remember. If you do, he's best known for his roles in Robot Overlords in 2014, Mr. Holmes in 2015, alongside Sir Ian McKellen, by the way, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children in 2016, and in ITV's the Durrells in 2016, 2019. And that's all she wrote.
And there's no trivia on IMDb.
Yep.
Sorry, kid.
Yeah. Oops. Did we both just click on the same picture at the same time?
I don't think I might have hit the space button by accident, but I don't think I did.
Well, anyways, whether or not we did or didn't, that is a story for another time.
Yeah, that's actually a good way to segue.
You like that? I'm actually pretty proud of myself.
You are pretty clever.
Yeah, because I'm the master, of course.
Exactly.
So, which of my me's is your what?
The rest of the time.
Well, thank you for that. But obvious question: which of my me's is your favorite, and why is it Eric Roberts?
Well, honestly, it's because he's the only one outside of Mark Gatiss, obviously. But I mean, like he's the one that I'm most familiar with because, like I said earlier, he's just in so much stuff, and because of who his sister is and of who his daughter is. So it's kind of like if you know American film, it's hard not to know who Eric Roberts is.
Yeah, and speaking of needing a paycheck, did you watch the? Well, actually, you probably haven't. But did you see him in that Akon music video for Smack That?
No, Akon is the only song I know of him is this one duet he did with Gwen Stefani way back when. That's it. I think it was Akon.
Might have been, might have not been. But I suggest you watch at least the opening because that's when he really shows up. But when Eric Roberts shows up. But yeah, that's it. What was that? A Batman was incoming.
Yeah, they go Batman.
Is it a Dark Knight? No, that's not a Dark
Knight. Actually, it might be because it looks like that logo.
No. That's not. That's the different logo.
Okay.
That looks more like a comics logo.
No, this is actually the Batarang shape. But anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Anywho, so interesting talk about the Masters. Stay tuned for next week's episode. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for that, Mr. Soda, when you're not doing my bidding, when can the good people of the planet Earth find you?
You can find me on my personal Instagram and Twitter at soda_the_saxman, and on this channel doing the usual stuff with 50.
Cool. Again, I still don't know who this 50 person is, but if you're looking for him, you might see him on this show, Great Show in the Galaxy, every Monday, as well as the other show that he does with you, Fun with Flags, as well as on his own YouTube channel, 50 Shades of Geek. He normally does weekly reviews of every single Doctor Who episode from 1996 all the way up to 2023. But also, he's now started a new project, a new series, where he basically every day he reacts to a different song from Eurovision 2024. Until, of course, he reacts to all of them leading up to the actual event later this May. So go ahead and give him all the support you need by order of your master. So, and you can also check out all the other glorious channels from the wider Benverse at large, such as Something to Talk About, Galaxy Geeks, Multiverse of Geekdom, Movie Loves United, Midnight Cinema, Eternal Views, and In the Front Row, which is not pictured in this thumbnail because I haven't allowed it yet because I'm the master, of course. Now, of course, we make sure to tell us in the comments below which of the me's is your favorite. And in the words of one of my personal favorite me's,
don't forget to like and subscribe.
Goodbye, mortals.